So next is I want a chain slider here. And a roller, chain slider here. And a roller back here to tension it. So we'll knock out the chain slider first. Got some scrap metal here. Probably 1/8 inch or something. Nylon. And this is great for chain sliders. B for bottom. Now we're going to get this back end welded up and put some better welds on this so we can put it up in the stand so it doesn't fall apart, and get the bottom welded up, get these tacked on, our chain slider, and then we'll work out a tensioner with one of these rollers down here. Alright, it's cooled off. We're gonna try to get this back on. Got the chain slider on. Now we just need a tensioner of some kind. We're gonna need some kind of triangle bracket here with a slot. Slide this up and down, or a spring-loaded arm. You know, push this, but then there's going to be play in it and it's going to be all sloppy, so let's try the triangle with the slot. Alright, we're going to get this tack welded on here. Try to get it somewhere close to straight. And we should have chain tensioner. Alright, we're having a little bit of a chain alignment issue. Just trying to ride up on the chain's riding way on the outside here, which means the wheel is tilted this way a little. This way. So we need to get the wheel this way, just the slightest bit, but these dropouts are not adjustable. I would make the dropouts like a normal motorcycle where you can pull the wheel back to tighten the chain, but then I'd have to make a bracket where the brake caliper moves with it, and I just don't feel like doing that. So we're going to cut the other side of the frame, take a little bit out of it to get this wheel where it needs to be. Where should we cut it? I think if I take some material out right here, push the wheel over and weld it back together, that will probably be the best case scenario. Okay. Now, okay. Alright, we let it cool down. I didn't want to cook my bearings. Get this back on here, make sure we're all good. Welded up enough of it to keep it in place, and I'll do all the final welding on the bike later. Alright, I forgot where we were, but we put a bigger brake rotor, so the caliper's too low when it's in here, and the spacing's wrong because we moved the disc way outboard. So we're going to extend these and with two little chunks of metal, but we're going to weld it on the front of this so we can shim out the caliper where it needs to be off of this bracket. So we're going to get our two chunks of metal, drill some holes. We got our two chunks of metal here. Going to drill a hole in the top of each one. Okay. So get this on there. Oops. On there. We should have ground the paint off before we got this all lined up, but we didn't. So I'm going to take the grinder and mark exactly where these two chunks are. so when I knock the paint off, I'll still be able to see where this goes. We're gonna tack weld this on and we'll be back. Got this thing bolted on here. Stops. And now we just need to make it pretty. Next video, we're gonna get everything welded up, get it halfway pretty, get the motor mount finished, and maybe mock up a gas tank. So check out part 4.